So, I mean, WNBA drama has been an guilty pleasure of this channel. Like, most of the time I try to focus on basketball, but, sometimes the other stuff is even more interesting and even more fun. And the Marina Mabrey situation is mental. Absolutely mental. So, if you guys are interested and you guys are enjoying this content, subscribe. We're trying to hit 27.75k by the end of the day. And we've got the Fever game. We're going to go live for that. We're trying to hit 27.75. Our goal is to hit 35k. Our goal is probably to hit 30k by, if we get something at 30k by start of September, that would be ridiculous, but I don't think we're going to do that. But actually, you know what? With the Angel Reese game, we might. With the Angel Reese Caitlin Clark game, we really might. But we all know yesterday what happened. Chennedy Carter, the first possession, effectively smacked Marina Mabrey. Not effectively, she smacked Marina Mabrey in the face. Like, she intentionally did it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, there's a angle where it shows the Chicago Sky bench, and there's people on the bench with, like, their head in their hands, and they're like, no! Like, they're like, she's gonna get herself thrown out of the game. And then you've got, as soon as it happens, oh, did she take the tweet down? Is this? Yeah. The second that play happened, Marina Mabrey's sister, laughing emojis. Laughing emojis is the second that it happens. Tweets out with laughing emojis. And then, afterwards, Marina Mabrey was interviewed about the entire situation, and this is what she said.
There's levels to this shit. There's levels to this shit, so I'm not going to fight with that.
Eat it?
Keep a straight face. I'm sorry.
You fucking laughing.
But yeah, that is like, she responded basically just being like, well, that's what people were saying. The response from Marina Mabrey was, this game basically was Marina Mabrey saying, I'm better than all of you, and I'm proving it. Which is the funniest part about this all. That whole thing was, it's like, yeah, I left you guys because you are not very good. And in fairness, her new team were really freaking bad. They were really, really, like, the Sun were really poor. But Marina Mabrey's the best player on the floor for either team today. That's the truth. That is the truth. She was also the Sky's best player for the first 10 or so games of the year before the streak. Without question. But, yeah. Like, that is a mad thing. And the maddest thing is, like, I'll talk about Chennedy Carter a little bit later, but, like, she could have been thrown out 3 times. Well, she could have had a couple of flagrant ones. The Dejanay Carrington flop, like, I watched it more. It was a flop, but she still just shoved her on a flagrant. And in the last foul of the game was a flagrant. But, yeah, Marina Mabrey getting the better of the Chicago Sky. And I'll talk about it a little bit later. Something's going on with the Sky. Like, if you listen to the pre-game or the post-game, like, press conference, you could, like, hear banging from what sounded like the locker room. Like, no one had a clue what was going on. It was madness. But, yeah, it really is a case where, like, if you're looking, I'm seeing on Reddit, it's like Teaspoon or the Sky GM who's more to blame. And, like, Teaspoon does not seem to be the greatest coach. The Sky have not put together a winning team. Like, as much as James Wade is to blame for the situation they're in now, like, he went for it. He went for it. Like, sometimes you can go for it. But, yeah, the Sky are not going to make the playoffs. They're just not. But for Marina Mabrey, she's showing why she is so important for the Connecticut Sun to win. Because the Connecticut Sun do not have a go-to scorer. Like, they do not have anyone that you can give them the ball and try to create anything. DeWanna Bonner can hit some open shots. She can hit some pull-ups. She's a good scorer. Dejanay Carrington is going to give you a pretty decent, haul on the offensive end, like 12 to 15 points in most games. Ty Harris isn't going to do much. Alyssa Thomas is going for that assist record, so she's not even shooting anymore. Like, she will pass up open layups if it gives her an assist from now on. She is definitely trying to beat that Caitlin Clark record, and she's quite a lot behind. It's going to be very hard. Like, if Caitlin Clark's going to have to average 9 assists per game the rest of the year, like, she's going to have to get into the 9 because Alyssa Thomas is padding those assists. But you know what? They're winning games, so you shouldn't be using. I don't know if it's to the detriment of the team. We'll see. But Marina Mabrey is that super important player. Like, she is the X factor. Because when nothing is going right for Connecticut like last night, you can have a Marina Mabrey on your team. And in fairness, she showed last night that her game is that, yeah, she is the best play. She was the best player on the sky. She was very inconsistent. But what I always said, a lot of people are like, oh, Rachel Banham gives her shooting. Her shooting was inconsistent. What Marina Mabrey did, she did so much. She rebounds super well for a wing or for like a 2-guard. She also passes the ball extremely well. The amount of times, like, it was Marina Mabrey that was hitting Angel Reese on seals, where she's getting a lot less of them now and she's taking tougher shots. Like, Marina Mabrey was so important for that team making the playoffs, and obviously she wanted out of there. It was obviously very clear to her that that team was not trying to win, and her saying there's levels to this after that, like, and in fairness, it was very obvious. Marina Mabrey knew it was intentional. Everyone knew it was intentional. Marina Mabrey's sister knew it was intentional. The Chicago Sky bench knew it was intentional. T. Spoon knew it was intentional. Chennedy Carter knew it was intentional. The refs knew it was intentional. Every person in the stadium and watching knew it was intentional. What happened? And what did Marina Mabrey do? For the rest of the game, she scored 21 points. And just dominated in a way that no other player on the floor did. Because in fairness, like, Chennedy Carter did score a bit. She had 4 turnovers in the fourth quarter. She had a nightmare game down the clutch, and they lost it. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm sorry, like, WNBA drama is becoming a, like, guilty pleasure of mine. I hate to say it, but it is. Yeah, it is definitely becoming a guilty pleasure of mine that I kind of wish was just focusing on basketball. But you know what? Some of the circus around basketball sometimes is as fun, if not more fun, than the sport itself. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree? Do you guys disagree with what I'm saying? Are you guys on Team Mabrey? Are you guys on Team Sky? Or what's the story? So yeah, that's pretty much it. Huge game tonight anyway. Minnesota Lynx and the Sun are they playing a back-to-back? I don't know. Lynx of Fever tonight, though, which is going to be very, very fun.